If you could only invest in 3 ETFs to start, which ones would they be? Today, I reveal the 3 index funds experts recommend for beginners in 2026, with real data on returns and fees. No fluff, no complex jargon. Just the 3 best tools to build wealth safely. Before revealing them, understand why I chose them. We didn't just pick random, popular funds. We looked for ETFs that meet 4 golden rules. Number 1. Low cost. We want annual fees under 0.20%. Every dollar saved on fees is a dollar working for you. Number 2. High diversification. At least 500 companies. Never bet on a single horse. Number 3. Liquidity. Millions in daily trading volume. You need to be able to buy and sell easily. Number 4. Accessibility. Available on regulated platforms in the US, Europe, and globally. If an ETF meets these criteria, it's beginner-friendly. Let's meet the top 3. Number 1. The Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. In the US, the ticker is VU. In Europe, it's often VUSA. What does it contain? The 500 largest companies in the United States. When you buy Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Google ones, the cost? Extremely low, around 0.03% per year. That means for every $10,000 invested, you pay only $30 in fees annually. Historically, the 500 has returned about 10% per year on average over the last century. Of course, past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but it shows the power of the US economy. Who is this for? Someone who believes in the continued growth of the American economy. It's simple, powerful, and historically reliable. The only catch, it's concentrated in one country. If the US struggles, this ETF struggles. That's why we have number 2. Number 2, the iShares Core MSCI World ETF. Tickers include IWDA or URTH depending on your region. What does it contain? Around 1,500 companies from 23 developed countries. Yes, it includes the US, but also companies from Europe, Japan, Canada, and Australia. Notice something, the US is still a big part, about 70%. But now you have exposure to giants like Nestle, Toyota, and LVMH as well. The cost is slightly higher than the S&P 500, around 0.20% per year. But you're paying for extra safety through diversification. Who is this for? The investor who wants growth but doesn't want to rely 100% on the United States. It's a balanced approach for the modern world. But wait, where are China, India, Brazil? They're not here. This fund only covers developed markets. For that, we need number 3. Number 3, the Vanguard FTSE All-World ETF. In the US, it's VT. In Europe, it's VWCE. What does it contain? Nearly 3,700 companies from across the entire globe, developed markets and emerging markets. This is the buy-the-whole haystack approach. You own the US, Europe, Japan, plus China, India, Brazil, and more. The cost is around 0.22% per year. Slightly higher, but you get maximum diversification in a single fund. Who is this for? The set-it-and-forget-it investor. You don't want to guess which country will win. You just want to own the entire global economy. It's the ultimate simplicity. One fund, total world coverage. Perfect for beginners who want zero stress. So, which one should you choose? Let's make it simple. If you believe the US will continue to dominate the world, choose the S&P 500. If you want developed markets only, with a bit more balance, choose the MSCI World. If you want maximum diversification and zero guessing, choose the All World. Here's the truth. The best ETF is not the one with the highest returns. It's the one that makes you feel comfortable enough to start today. Don't spend months analyzing. Pick one of these three. They are all excellent. The magic isn't in the choice, it's in the consistency. Now you know what to buy. But how do you actually start? In the next video, I'll show you how to start investing with just $50 a month, step by step, on your platform. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And let me know in the comments which of the three ETFs interests you the most. Thanks for watching. I'm ETF Simple, and I'll see you in the next one.